Hey guys, this is the Fat Loss System with Melissa, and I want to address a fix for a problem that we tend to have. We barter with ourselves if we don't actually believe something matters. I don't know about you guys, but if someone says, do this, I'm like, shut up, why? And I want to know why. I need a good reason, especially the harder it is, the more energy, time, anything. I'm like, okay, I can dive in so long as I believe in it, so long as I know it has like an actual reason. That's why I can't stand it when people give you rules instead of parameters. I want to have you know as much or more than me. I'm not going to give you a food list or when you can and can't eat or any of that crap. I'm going to give you information to own it, right? And so that you can surpass me and you can go and start your video and you can probably even make better videos and do better and help more people. Because let's face it, if you're watching this, I bet you've also got a heart for people who have had your struggles. All right, I'm going to show you something here. I hope it's not backwards. This is my motivational sheet. It seems a little silly. And I don't know, maybe it is, but it works for me. We've already broken down all of our weight loss into the fact that we have extra calorie squatters. I started with 238,000 extra calorie squatters, and I'm down to 176,500 squatters. And this is in part how I've done it. Now, diet and nutrition come first, right? That is part of the most, you cannot out exercise overeating. You can't just say, I eat healthy, so therefore, and I'm active. It doesn't work that way. If it was working that way, you wouldn't be right here, right now, trying to figure out how to lose the weight because you're confused. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, going on, I invested in a walking pad. I used to do cardio that would just kill me. Going on the elliptical, huffing and puffing, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing it right unless I do the high intensity interval training and I'm sweating and huffing and puffing. And then I come home and I'm exhausted. And the rest of the day, I sit down and do nothing as much as humanly possible because my brain is saying, whoa, that was big. We need to like hold on to our energy. Is she gonna do that to us again? Yeah, and it left me actually burning less calories throughout the day because I would just go so freaking hard at the gym. I'm like, I gotta burn the most calories at the gym. I didn't know or understand that you can actually burn less calories throughout the day by wiping yourself out in the morning, and then you do so much less throughout the day. So I'm not doing cardio anymore. I'm just walking, and I'm not even walking fast. I'm doing 3 miles an hour, and I can walk, I can talk, I'm not huffing and puffing. I don't really sweat. Other people might, but I don't even really break a sweat. I'm just long, low activity adds up so fast and it leaves you with the energy to keep on going. Now that is sustainable. What I've got here in this chart, I'll get more professional as my channel grows, I promise. All right, hold me to it. I've got on here that shows graphs of how many minutes at different miles per hour give you different results. And so I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, okay, I ate lunch, maybe I'll just do like 10 minutes of walking or something, just to get in some more steps. And I can sit here and I can look at this, I'm like, okay, if I do 3 miles an hour for 10 minutes, that's 1,050 steps. I'm like, oh, that gets me towards my step goal. But what actually happens is I go on there and it's got an iPad holder and I zone out and I want to keep going and going and going and going and going. I need to like work on not going too long of a stretch, especially on days I work legs, because that's how I messed up my hip the other day. I pushed it a little too much. So work your way in. If you're doing 4,000 steps a day, do not jump to 15,000 steps. You take it easy. You take it slow. You do incrementally, and it's gonna hurt anyways. Like when you, because I'd worked up to like 10, 12,000 steps a day, and then I pushed it to 15. And there's still a week there when I moved from 10, 12 to 15,000 steps a day that I'm like, my legs, they don't like me. They're sore and they are tired. But I pushed through, and it's not so exhausting anymore. Like my legs aren't super sore anymore. I feel like I can just go and go and go and go and go. And it works so much better. So here is the kicker part. You're like, oh, okay, well, what does steps matter? Well, they matter when you translate them into real life, real time progress. Because what I also have on this chart is the calories that you burn. You do 5 minutes. That's nothing. How is 5 minutes? It's just 5 minutes. That equates to, for my weight, 21 to 26 calories. And you're like, big whoop. Okay, let's turn that into pounds. That's 0.01 pounds. It's like a 1/100th of a pound or something like that. And that leads to 0.05 per week. Okay, that does not seem like very much. Over 6 months, that's 1.3 pounds for 5 minutes. That 5 minutes got you that. And then you get higher. Okay, well, let's look at 20 minutes. Ooh, that gives you 2,100 steps. That's getting me closer to my 5,000 step goal. And how many calories is that burning? Oh, 84 to 105 calories. Okay, so that's an apple. Big deal, right? When you don't want to push your calories lower because you want to make sure you have enough room in your calorie budget to get your protein, to get your carbs, to get your fats, to get it all. We eat the carbs, we eat all the carbs, and we love it. Okay, back on track. I love a big sourdough too, and I eat the sourdough just with a lot less butter than I used to. Anyways, that 20-minute 105 calorie leads to 0.03 pounds per day. Per week, that's a fifth of a pound. 20 minutes of your life repeated daily in 1 week leads to a fifth of a pound. And you put that 6 months, 26 weeks, I think I have that math right, that's 5.2 pounds. Nothing, you're not doing crazy workouts. You're spacing out. You can doom scroll, you can watch your video, an audio book. It's kind of like when I used to have this like really messed up laundry system, and I would wait until it was in this great big pile because I would have an excuse to sit on my butt and watch TV and fold it. You know you've done it. Come on, you know you have. Since I started being a little bit more responsible about the laundry and trying to fold it and put it away, single load, every once in a while it happens. But it's that same kind of like, ooh, I get to go and play on my iPad and play on my phone and watch whatever I want while I'm walking. And you're not going fast enough to even exert a whole ton of effort. And you're like, oh, well, you're not going to lose weight that way. Oh crap, my scale must be broken because it says I lost over 17 pounds doing this. Dang it, what? Maybe I just need a new scale. No, it's working. It is working. So when I get on my walking pad, this is on the table next to me with my water to make me drink my water because I drink more water when I exercise. So let's all drink more water. And it gets you there. So when we're talking going up to 60 minutes, that gives you 6,300 steps, 252 to 315 calories. Like, that's almost a meal. I mean, I had some food earlier, and because it was so protein packed, it was like 450 calories or 40, something like that. And I could barely eat any of it just because it was so like filling, the way it had like the fats and the carbs and the protein. And I ate like a quarter of it. So that's like way more than what I just ate for lunch, because I got like stuffed with all the good stuff. And over 6 months, that's 15.34 pounds. Come on, people. It matters. Every little bit matters. Those calories you can take from, oh, here we go. Here is my actual numbers. They're starting and ending from different dates, so it looks a little bit strange. But I'm calculating this not from how many pounds I have to lose. I'm calculating this for how many calorie squatters I have who need to be evicted. So that's a countdown. I have 179,500 calories to burn, and then it will be at my goal. So it's just like when you are trying to save up money for something. What do you do when you're trying to save money for something? You go and you're like, okay, what can I cut out? How can I earn extra money? Weight loss, fat loss is the same things. I don't want you to just lose weight. I want you to lose fat and keep your muscle. And we're going to go into that. Actually, I'll just tell you right now, eat your protein, lift weights. Find your protein thing, take your goal body weight, times it by 0.7 to 1 to 1. That's your protein goal. You eat that protein and you train lifting weights. Something, there's yoga and all sorts of, different classes, but if you don't actually train to where you're getting closer to failure, you won't give your muscles the stimulus that they need to say use it or lose it. They're like, oh, well, we can shrink. Use your muscles, hit your protein, okay? Because we want you to lose fat and keep your muscle. Because at the end of this, you also want to be able to still eat. You want to be able to eat enough. You don't want to have to starve yourself to not gain weight because you've got no muscle left. Trust me, I've been there. It's not good. Where was I? The plan. Sorry about that. I am so ADHD. So I really hope y'all can track with me, because I'm not sure I can sometimes, but we're going to make this work. We are going to make this work. So yeah, every little thing, all of those calories that you're burning 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, that get you to your step goal of where you're going to go, because this is, you need your steps. You can go to the gym and you can go and exercise, but you can't quantify the rest of your day and how much exercise you're getting to really estimate an accurate deficit if you're not counting your steps. If you don't, you can do it without a fitness tracker and just having your phone in your pocket, and that will give you your steps and it will get you there. But get a fitness tracker. If you can afford it, get a fitness tracker. If not, put your phone in your pocket all the time and just do the best that you can, because when you have that data, you can do so much more. Because here's what happens. People think I'm gonna go and I'm active. Oh, yes, the calorie calculators. They're like, are you lightly active, moderately active? And there's these like generalized things that don't let you zone in on, I'm gonna go and burn this many calories in this many minutes, and I'm going to know that. If you don't have a fitness tracker, if you don't have your steps to make there, because you can go to the gym and then what happens is where is it? Right on the back. Neat. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis throughout the day. Because if you work out in the morning and then you don't know or realize that you're sitting more, you're fidgeting less, you're gonna think your deficit is something that it's not. But when you really zero in and you know and you understand the calculations of your steps and how many calories you burn, the Apple Watch is even better because it gives you move calories, which are not 100% accurate. Come on, we don't. oh, sorry, my bariatric chambers in the shop. No, we're doing our best guesses here, but the more information that you have, the better guesses that you can make, and you won't be confused about like, but I went to the gym and this should be my calorie deficit because it says exercise, 3 to 5 days a week. It's not going to give you something that's accurate enough that will let you plot your projected weight loss in a way that is going to be motivating. So by doing this and getting to my average up to 15,000 steps a day, although not yesterday and today because my hip, that's okay. Yeah, me and that hip abduction machine, we're gonna adjust our relationship. Yeah, I'm trying to take too much there, because this is what you end up getting. My projected weight loss through my anticipated calorie deficit, because I logged it all, almost every single by 8 for the most part, so that I was able to anticipate what my weight loss would be, and then I compared it with my actual daily weights, and they match. You were told it doesn't work. You were lied to. You were told it was carbs or insulin or some funky supplement. Well-intentioned, but they lied to you. People will do their best to try and share information to help you, but good-intentioned people they can share the wrong information and lead you astray. They're not trying to. So here's the proof that you can control all of this. Now here's what I want you to do. At some point, I am going to figure out how to get the links together so that I can have you fill out your paperwork on these so that you can really track things precisely. And if you want, you can even get all nerdy with me and do the charts and the graphs. And it is so satisfying to say, I put this effort in, this is what is supposed to happen, and then seeing it happen. It's amazing. It keeps you on track. So the system is to stay in a calorie deficit, is to be able to visually anticipate and plan your weight loss by design through you know all the variables. And there's going to be there's always going to be another variable. Here was the chart that just has the projected weight loss. I don't know if you can see it, but there's this little shady area around it that just kind of gives you, okay, this is projected, but there's an error of margin. So it can be up a little or down a little because we don't know the exact, but it's close enough to get you to where you need to go. And if you're finding that it doesn't match up, you don't say it doesn't work. You troubleshoot and try and figure out, well, am I, is there something I'm not really measuring? Am I not burning as much as I thought I would? Because if you're not really understanding your energy output, you'll be really confused about your energy. If your energy input is, you lock it in, you count everything, and you wrongly estimate your energy output, you're going to say it doesn't work. So we don't say things don't work. We say, that's interesting. Let's do some research. Let's dig in. What do I need to change? Do I need to even adjust my goals? Is this as much? If 10,000 steps is like, you know what? That's all I got. It's all I got in me right now. Just do the 10,000 steps. Because you need to quantify for daily activity above the gym. If you really want to lose weight, it's not about what you do at the gym. It's about what you do all day and every day that's not at the gym. The most important part of the gym is weightlifting so that you protect your lean muscle mass. You want to be strong. And especially as you get older, women, when they start hitting menopause and premenopause, they start losing their muscle mass. But you can prevent that with proper protein intake and lifting. I don't know about you, but I have some family members who have some health issues that make it incredibly motivating for me to be like, oh, I don't want to suffer the way that they have suffered. I need to get this right. All right, this video is already over 20 minutes, but I hope I've given you some really good information. I want you to know and to realize that every step matters. It really does matter. When you're like, why do I need 10,000 steps? Why am I walking around so much? You know, I like sitting on my butt. Or maybe you have a desk job and it means that you really have to push it on your brakes to get all of those steps. And maybe you would just want to come home and sit down on the couch and chill out, but that's not going to help you reach your goals. It's hard, but the body you're living in is also really hard. And I want to be the one to let you know that you're worth the work and you're capable of the work. All right, like, subscribe, follow for more, help me grow this channel. The more it grows, the more I'll probably be inclined to do a better job of editing my stuff into it. So anyways, I love you guys. Take care, and I will see you next time.